Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisy, and for the past few weeks we've been having a series on business, and today I'm joined by my friend Hauda, who is both a business owner and a tax officer. That means she has a unique perspective on growing and running a business. And for us entrepreneurs who have growing businesses, what are our tax obligations that we should fulfill right now so we're not in a pit at some point when we are multimillionaires? Yeah, it's going to be an interesting conversation, and I know that it's one that you're probably going to come back to. So let's get into it. Okay, Hauda, welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Daisy. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Do you mind telling my sonnies who you are?
Well, I am Hauda Tisovira Kalanda. I'm also a wife, Mrs. Ngorok. I am a tax officer by day, 247 a mother. At the same time, I'm the founder of Moneyset Consulting, where I help businesses and individuals figure out the methods to their money, basically. At the same time, I have a unique calling towards financial coaching, and I also help people understand their taxes as well. I teach. That's what I do.
I am so happy that you're going to give us at least the basics of taxes to avoid stress down the road. So let's start with some icebreakers.
Great. Okay.
What's the most important lesson that you have learned?
One of the most important lessons I've learned is that it's never that serious. Yeah. Like, no matter what I go through right now, that won't be a problem next year. So I feel like all the different times that God has got me through, I understand that I'll see the end of that. This too shall pass, basically. Nothing is permanent. You just
I like that. Just today, we're about to shoot something like this. Threw me off. So I was talking to one of my friends, and she says, you know what? We're the ones who put ourselves on this much pressure. You're the one who has set those boundaries. You're the one who has set those goals. So you're the one who is putting yourself on gunpoint. Everyone else is just waiting for your content. They don't know that this was the plan that you had. So it's never that serious. It's okay
it's never that serious. Yeah.
Okay. How do you define success?
For myself, it's just being able to own my time, to take back control of my time, to be in charge of what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and who I'm doing it with. I could wake up and travel tomorrow. I could wake up and just spend the whole day with my kids.
You don't have to send an email asking for leave.
That is the most humbling thing. Literally, just last week I thought of that, and I had this, I have to ask for permission for a day off. It felt very humbling, but it was a gentle reminder that I'm not yet successful by my standard. Yeah, that's it.
Right? Okay. Who has had the biggest impact in your life?
My mother. My mother. So? I mean, in terms of living people, my mother. In terms of, of course, God Jesus. Right? My mom. My mom is one of the strongest women I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I've watched her start her life over and over. And even me, coming from a few challenges I had in the past, she was those people that had this tough talk, and I felt like, Mommy, you're being hard. I mean, I found myself a single parent at a certain point, and I remember her telling me, get up, like, go look for a house, go do this. She pushed me, but now when I look back, when people say you're just like your mom, if someone meant it as an offense, I'm very much
a compliment.
Like, thank you. She there's a way she lives life.
Yeah.
And
she doesn't stay down.
She will never stay down. That's why I have that this too shall pass, I'm not even afraid of starting over because of my mother.
Okay.
That's it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And how do you handle stress?
How do I handle stress? I am the worst. If you're from work and you're watching this, I know I said I can work under pressure. I can't.
When the pressure comes.
Oh my God. I am a very structured person. So when something comes out of structure, people will never get to see it because I have a
poker face.
Yes, I have a very good poker face, but deep down,
You're crumbling. You're a teddy
a bit
bear.
twitching and glitching. Yeah, but the way I cope with it though, my husband, I mean, to be practical, you're not going to go to the beach in the middle of the week while you're stressed out at work. So I'll call him. I don't know, there's something about his voice. I just get to talk to him and
He just says hello and all stress is gone.
friend. If you know, you know. Yeah, so he centers me. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you wear two hats, as an entrepreneur and as a tax officer. How has that shaped the way that you view business?
Oh, wow. How has that shaped the way I view business? I have learned to understand to be prepared, because most people that make visits to any URA office tend to do it out of desperation. At that point, time is up for you.
They come to negotiate.
Exactly, come to negotiate. You're coming to sort of, in other words, ask for mercy over things that you should have been more prepared if you had the information that you needed or you had the right person supporting you. So I've learned that it's important for you to learn. Knowledge is power. I've said that before and I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
What you do not know will always cause you harm when it comes to tax and business. So I understand that even as a business owner, don't take a back seat into your business. Step forward. Understand, what is my accountant doing? Are they qualified to be doing what they're doing? Do I have a good tax agent? Are they registered with URA as a tax agent? What happens when I'm assessed? Will this person stand by my side, or will they let me show up and be assessed by myself in meetings where I don't even know the difference between sales and professional fees and all these things? So knowledge is power for business.
Who should have an accountant? Because, when we're thinking of accountants, my small business, having an accountant, that's another cost that I've probably not thought of. Do I actually need an accountant? Can't I figure it out myself?
I'd say yes and no. That's a double-edged question. But the best thing you need is an accounting software. There are very many good accounting softwares. All you have to know, when I get receipts, that's income, I'll punch it in. When I have invoices, I'll put that in as well. All you have to do is keep records, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet, whether it's an accounting software, if you can afford one. There are also some free trials that I see people using in their businesses. All you have to do is have records, because the returns are set in a way for you to just copy and paste what's in your accounting books. So whether you have an accountant or not, it's fine. There are programs that can help you do that. Just put in all your information, all your salaries that you paid out, the business transactions,
Expenses,
all your
paying the border guy.
Thank you. Yes, the delivery for your products. And when it comes to tax, it will be so easy for you to input all that.
Okay. And when you started a business, you were already a tax officer at that point?
Yeah, I was.
What surprised you about business?
As someone who's good at very many things and hands-on with very many things, what humbled me was you need to focus. Focus on one thing at a time. Reel yourself in, talk to yourself. But also what has shocked me over time, so I didn't learn this with Moneyset. By the time I started Moneyset, now I was being guided by God. He positioned me to be able to go through different seasons, and with this one it's been easier. To be honest, the branding is there,
it's registered.
It's registered officially. Exactly. One of the issues were I never registered my business. Is at the same time I didn't separate my income from my life,
personal income and business income.
So when I tell people that, I'm speaking from experience. I would buy products to do skincare. I still do it, but I haven't done it much. So I would buy these things and then I would sell. I sold every single product I ever had. 100%. I'm telling you, the market was there. But I kept all the money. I was not humble when it came to eating it. Like, someone
ate it with a big spoon.
friends, and the products are expensive.
Yeah.
Korean skincare, very good products from the UK and the US as well were in there. I ate everything like there was no tomorrow, and then I realized I had no profit. So I ate even the little that was left. I didn't understand I had to put back
So
the
the
money.
business died.
Yeah, it died a humble death. It's there now. It has its own. It's trying to grow, but I'm now focusing. What I said, focusing, zeroing it down, punching down on one thing, and then when that is at a level you're comfortable to sort of
Yeah.
juggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just focus and zero down on that one thing.
And the elephant of taxes, I don't know what to call it, an elephant or a lion, can be so intimidating when someone
also
thinks of your taxes.
Yeah.
What?
It can also be a bunny.
It
It can be a rabbit.
It can.
Yeah.
Where should a growing business owner even start?
So it also depends on the kind of business owner that you are. Do you have a company, or are you doing this as an individual, as Hauda, as Daisy? As Daisy, as an individual.
But sometimes the company, yes, it's a company, but it's an individual. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there are two things. That's why I said whether it's a company, you want to make it official, you've got to register your business with your RSP. And after registration, and then you will come into taxation and registering for a TIN and going through the process. Whereas as an individual, as Hauda, if I want to do my skincare products,
And not tell the government about it.
I mean,
Right?
I could sit back. No, but if I want to be legit, I could register a TIN still, my individual TIN, and transact with that while I do my businesses. Depending on what I'm doing, I could be an events decor person. I could have a shop, like a wholesale shop. I could as well skincare. So if I want to bring in products on a larger scale, you're going to need a team for that. And the moment you do that, they're going to be monitoring the moment of your transactions, to be honest. You see what I mean? So that's where it comes in, that you should just have a team in the first place. Do your transactions and then report as and when, like do your returns on time, yourself with the right information, as we've been talking about. And yeah, it should be okay. It shouldn't be intimidating as long as you're doing everything on time. For example, as an individual, Daisy, if your team is registered as an employee, no one expects you to file returns. But if you register as a sole proprietor, Daisy, and then you're a sole proprietor, your source of income is business on the URA tax system, you are automatically
supposed to file
those returns. Yes. And most people don't know. They don't even know how they're registered. I could be an employee, but because I paid someone to do my TIN a few years ago, I didn't even bother to look into what they were doing.
The details.
And they registered me as a business. And then now when I'm ready to do business, I'm going to find assessments, because it's a must. If you don't file that return, assessments are generated.
You're able to assess.
Exactly. It's not even them. It's system generated now.
So it's not an individual.
System,
Let's stop hating on URA.
Yeah, please. Yes.
What happens if you actually don't pay your taxes? Like, I know ignorance is no defense, but like, I genuinely did not know. And then now they've assessed and I have this big bill. And some people are even like, I've never made that amount of money.
Yeah. There are assessments on your TIN and you don't know what to do. This is the first thing I would advise. Go to URA, go to your station or to Ledger Reconciliation in Nakawa. Ledger Reconciliation.
Ledger Reconciliation. Because I know there might be some culprits watching this video.
Yes, because they'll help you understand the source of your liability. Because by the time you know you've been assessed is when you're receiving messages, right? On your phone, pay this much, pay this much.
Or emails.
Exactly, and you do not know where to start. The first thing would be to understand what's the source of my liability. Also, log into your URA portal, look at your tax statement, make it make sense. For example, just look at it and know, okay, so I have a liability, it's coming from this. Let me go into the system, into the building physically for support. So once you show up, you'll know the source of your liability and you're allowed to object to those assessments. For example, you've never made that much money. You've been assessed 10 million, 12. That number sometimes is generated on those default assessments are generated based on the market
Yeah, so
value.
because you're in skincare, most
Exactly.
skincare businesses are earning this much, so
Exactly.
you
And most
probably
of them
are.
have filed that much. So on average, that's the number you'll get. So you can object to that number and say, look here, I didn't make this much, just provide the proof. And you'll be facilitated in that regard. And then if you do not pay your taxes, you risk receiving interest charges, 2% of the outstanding amount that you haven't paid. Because the whole point of not paying your taxes, it means you filed or you've been assessed, but you've not paid. So you'll accumulate interest until you make those
So that
payments.
2% is how often?
It's cumulative. It depends on the tax. So with income tax, it's 2% per month. Yes, per month. It should be per month. So you accumulate that until you pay that tax. Whereas with VAT, that's a compounding tax, which is higher as you go along. It's not on reducing balance method, basically. It's just compounding
increasing.
and adding to that interest and interest on interest. Yeah. So those are the risks with not paying tax.
You have evaded taxes. What are the risks or penalties that we usually underestimate?
Yes. For example, if you file late your income tax, one of the penalties you'd have is either 200,000 per month or percentage, a certain percentage of the tax outstanding, whichever is higher. So most of the times you remember to file, for example, months down the road. So for every month you have been late, you're going to attract 200,000.
Whoa.
For example, if you're supposed to file in June or December, for example, end of the financial year, it ends in June, and then you should file 6 months after that for income tax. So you're supposed to file in December, but instead you file in March of the other year. So that's going to be January, February, March, and that's 200,000 times 3.
For a small business owner,
Yeah, it's a risk. So that's why most people, I understand, are averse to registering their businesses, but you'd rather do that than go through forceful registration because your number appeared as Daisy. You did some work with someone, they paid you, withheld an income from you. For them, they are going to put that into their return and say, we paid Daisy this much, this is the withholding tax we took from her, and we're giving it back to you as government. So these guys will look into that return, and then they'll say, oh, so Daisy earned an income, but she
did not file it.
She didn't file. Yes, she's an employee with, let me say,
The Daisy
a
Sunshine
bank or
Company.
right?
Yeah.
And then they'll realize, well, she's an employee elsewhere, we get that, but there's also an income that she received that she hasn't declared. And then that's when it begins. And you don't want to be investigated at that level. Because at that point you have a team, right? Yeah.
Who like me is feeling gagged in this video because what?
Yeah.
So what are the benefits of us paying taxes anyway?
First of all, tax, just like even URA, it's enforced by Uganda Revenue Authority, right? But that comes into play by the Constitution of Uganda. Every Ugandan is obligated to pay tax. Literally, it's a debt to the government. It's not...
You owe the government
Yes.
of Uganda.
And, you know, sometimes people say, these kids are heartless. No, we're enforcing. Because sometimes someone will show up at work and you really want to help them. You really are thinking of ways to support this person.
But there's no way out.
There's no way out at that point. So the most important thing is that the benefits of tax, first of all, you're complying with the law of Uganda, but you're also able to get tax clearance certificates when you're dealing with other businesses that are registered and only want to deal with registered persons. They'll ask you for a tax clearance certificate in your business, and what will you have to show? You'll miss out on bids and yeah.
So if you're a business owner that wants to have bigger business and work with bigger organizations, you're better off being tax compliant.
Exactly. Whether you're a consultant, whether you're a simple wholesaler, a supplier of goods and services, think about it. It's very, very important. Yeah.
So for a young entrepreneur watching this, what's one step they should take today to set themselves up well?
I would say protect your idea. Protect yourself. Register your business in the first place. There is nothing more painful than setting a brand centered around a thing and then finding out that that name is no longer yours. It's no longer available for you to use. right? That's painful. Another thing I would say, get a teen as well. Just be compliant from the onset, from the start.
Yeah.
Be prepared. Don't wait for things to go down south and then realize I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have done this. The other thing I would say, as knowledge is power, so it's collaboration. Talk to people. There are very many people willing to share information.
Just know we're going on breakfast.
Yes, we're definitely having that breakfast because just no man is an island. Don't die on that mountain by yourself. Collaborate with people, understand how, and learn from them.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with the right information. Mo is talking about that. Why, as a health enthusiast, are you simply watching other things that you have no business watching? Watch everything about how they're planning and all those things. So surround yourself with the information that you want to give out. Exactly. The other thing I would say is when you start that business, remember, separate your personal income from your personal expenses from your business expenses.
Yeah.
That profit isn't fully your money, right? Simply your revenue isn't profit. And your profit isn't entirely yours. It belongs to your business. Pay yourself a salary.
Yeah.
You deserve it. You work hard. You don't want to be discouraged. But at the same time, you also don't want to struggle for life, like for the rest of your life.
You cannot just be working too.
You resist your own business and be like, you know what?
I don't want to work in that company.
Exactly. So be diligent about it and be wise. I have one of the things I'll say, especially for people that are rooted in God, be honest with your business. Be honest with your customers. Be kind. Understand your niche. Understand your people and what they want, and give them what they deserve. Don't be cheating people out of their hard-earned money.
Don't.
Because for one person, there are 10 more waiting to take that place.
Yeah. You mentioned paying yourself. That's usually a quagmire for many people. How do you crack that?
As a business owner, I have a totally separate bank account for my company. When you pay me, if we do business together and you pay me, it's going straight. Now, the fact that I've set that company up with mobile banking. If you send me mobile money, I'm able to deposit direct onto that bank account and totally forget that money exists until I need something.
As a company.
Any money I invest into my company as an individual is just an investment. But ideally, I want my company to be able to sustain herself and do everything that she needs to do. So have a separate bank account. Then also, as we had talked about, record keeping. Watch your money, how it comes in and how it goes out before making any drastic decisions of, I've just gotten this much money from Daisy, I'm going to buy this, whereas I've not even looked at whether it's profit or I'm actually...
You're just eating the entire sum of it.
Friend. So basically, you have to be diligent also in that and look at it. Look at your money closely, at the movement. Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, so now let's say my business's profit this month is 2 million. How much of that comes to me?
That's the thing. If the profit is 2 million, you're going to set for yourself a percentage that you want to earn as Daisy. How much do you feel that your time is worth?
So, you know, in this day and age, we have been affirmed a lot. We know that, we know our worth.
Yes.
So you can say, I am worth 2 million, and worth the entire 100%.
No,
How do you determine what percentage of that 2 million comes to you?
Okay, personally, this is a method I learned from a friend who attends Worship Harvest. Oh my God. So it's something they learned from Upmo. You will, first of all, understand how much you're worth per hour. How much is your time worth? Base it on how much is your salary per month. Divide that by a few days. Even
by the days that you work.
By the days that you work, the 5 days that you work. And then divide that per hour. That's the baseline. Basically, that's the baseline. And then from then on, ask yourself, how much more do I want to earn for that time and energy? Because some people are really doing the most in their business. You're the content creator, you're the...
Everything. You're the editor, accountant.
You're the accountant, you're the salesperson. So you're doing all this work. Add more to that.
I personally
tend to give myself 30% only because my business is growing. But as it goes on,
You will increase.
we're talking 50 to 80% because
Yeah.
in my mind, it will be able to sustain itself depending on whether the plans I intend to carry out will work out with it.
Yeah.
But they'll definitely do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So give it a percentage, 20%, 30%, but it's very important at least to invest 70% back into your business.
Yeah.
Because even when you're paying taxes, they're taking 30% of that anyway, right? So yeah, why should the government of Uganda earn more out of your business than you? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course tithing.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. I've had it said that when you have a new company, you can file nil returns. For how long can a company or an individual do that?
For as long as you're not earning from that business. Right? For example, when I opened MoneySet, it was registered for a long time before it even earned anything. Those are all nil returns. There's a difference between a nil return and a normal return. A nil return means you're putting zeros on everything, meaning there are no sales, there's no expense, there's nothing coming in. But there's also a return that is just a zero return. And that return means you're working at a loss.
You're still trying to make back what you invested into the
Exactly.
business.
You invested, you probably made sales of 100 million, but your expenses are at around, we're talking even 200M. That is a loss of 100 million. So what you'll do when you file your return, automatically it will say zero. You have no tax to pay to the government because you're working at a loss. And as time goes by, you'll be able to carry forward that loss into your next year's return to offset whatever income that you have in the next financial year. It won't really be offsetting, it will be reducing your tax obligation, to be honest. Yes. With income tax, you either have zero or you have a positive figure. You'll never have a negative with government. You're just having a loss within your returns that they are monitoring until you're in a profitable position to pay a certain amount.
I've heard of certain instances where URA owes someone money, especially for my husband who is in the car importation business. So does URA give us money?
Yes, in the sense that if he is registered for VAT and he imports and he sells, the whole concept of VAT is when I'm buying from, for example, if I'm buying hair from the good hair. Yes, please. Yeah, it's beautiful. If I'm buying hair from the good hair in bulk, I've input VAT, right? You charge VAT on top of the hair. Then I get this hair and I sell it. Whether, for example, in this month, we're in September, so I bought 10 pieces at 100,000. 10 times 100, that's 1 million. Then I sell it out, but only sell 5 of those or 2 of those. Meaning I've input VAT, but my output VAT was little off that stock that I got in. When at the end of the month they calculate, it will be that I bought a lot of stuff, but I sold less. So the difference. So
you made less money than you put in.
Exactly. So the value added tax that I've paid is now, in layman's language, a loss. So I have a credit because government now has my money and I'm still selling. So I can ask for a tax refund as long as I'm VAT registered.
Okay.
So that's how it comes in. And yeah, you will get it as long as it's legit and everything checks out. It's VAT is literally tracked on the system.
Okay, so now the goal is to make sure it owes me.
Yeah, that's the goal. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You have honestly opened my mind a lot, and I'm sure you have opened the minds of many entrepreneurs, and now they're wondering, how do I file? Who do I go to? How do I register on the URA portal? How do I log in and all that? How do we reach you?
First things first, I have to clarify as a tax officer, I don't file taxes because it's a conflict of interest. But I do teach people that are willing to learn what's happening within their businesses on top of the financial coaching. So you can reach me via my email, kalandahauda@gmail.com, or my Instagram, which is becoming Hauda, because I'm constantly becoming that person. At the same time, the way that I charge, I do have a rate card that is going to be pinned within my Instagram bio for everyone to access it. So it will be there. Yeah, but I'm not expensive. I'm a necessary expense. Yes.
What is a legacy that you want to leave both as a businesswoman and through your role in tax?
Interestingly, that you talk about tax, because every financial problem ends up in tax.
Yeah.
But as a person, there's, I wouldn't say it's a legacy, but it's a goal of mine. I will not stop. And I feel like God has put that on me. I will not stop until our children's curriculum is teaching financial literacy in every classroom, in every level. No one taught me what to do with my first paycheck.
Yeah.
And even with tax, I learned it. I mean, aside from doing my CPA, I still learned the reverse, as if on a reverse, in tax.
Yeah.
So I want our children to be armed for the future. That's how you create a legacy. As I was teaching my kids finances, I realized how many children would want to benefit from this, right? And I thought to myself, that's what selectively chooses billionaires out of the rest, right?
Come on.
Some children are armed and some are not. But it's
some are just growing.
Thank you. And I'm such a patriot.
Our kids should not just go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will not stop. I don't know how, but I maybe, yeah. That's one of the legacies that I intend to have, to be one of the people that move financial literacy into schools, high schools, university. At least let the last lesson you receive in university be about what you're going to do with your first paycheck.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like that. You know, as you were talking, I remembered a funny reel. Someone, I think, got an apple or a chocolate bar and gave it to their kid and said, and took off like a big chunk of it and said, I'm teaching my child about taxes.
Wow.
Like the kid is excited to get a full apple, and then he like bites off like half of it.
Oh my God.
Like, this is what taxes are.
Yes, honestly. And I feel that we have to arm them, honestly. Play along with their strengths. One of my sons is really good with animals. He will pick up random puppies off right? The trash, wherever he finds. Yeah, he wants to have
many stray dogs.
Oh my God. So many stray dogs. He came with a puppy in his shirt. And so while I was complaining and would take small walks, I noticed that he would pet even random sheep.
Wow. Okay.
Right? Very humbling.
I think that's his gift.
And then chicken, when you give him chickens, like live hens, he'll hug them to his chest. And then I realized, this one is a farmer in the making. So yes, I actually want to set up businesses for my children that are going to, I don't want them to go through what we went through, thinking without an office, you don't have value. No, I'm doing it in the reverse. We're going to have farms for them where it's in the plans.
Yeah.
They'll understand what it means to run a farm by 14, to understand how to manage it, the finances that go into, how to take care of the animals, how to take care of the planting seasons.
Yeah.
And I feel that, that is something I am implementing a lot. Yeah.
Before we close, as Mrs. Ngorok,
yes,
your business has earned a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
And let's say maybe that month has not been a very good month in the family finances.
Yeah.
So we're expecting money because you have been paid.
Yeah.
How do you maintain that discipline where you see a need, you see money, but you know that it's not your money?
I think it also boils down to roles in the household, the way different couples handle their money. In our household, it's our money. I do contribute a certain amount to our home, and so does he. A larger portion, but still. We have had conversations for such scenarios from the onset.
Before they come.
Just be ready, right? We used to talk about it when we were dating, even now. And that's a very important thing for single people. Talk about finances. There are so many uncomfortable conversations people don't have. And then marriage happens and you're shocked that this man wants you to kneel down while you cook the matoke. No. Have those conversations. And money is one of the causes of divorce.
Leading
Actually,
causes.
leading causes.
It's
of
not even
divorce.
adultery. People are forgiven adultery.
It's money. Yeah, it's money.
Yeah.
So we had this conversation where if that's why it comes in that I take a certain percentage out of my account, my business account, and pay it this side. So in case of an emergency, I still have to understand how much it's going to hurt the business, and we tend to pay it back.
So you borrow from that business?
Yeah, it's like we're borrowing from that business, and we're not drawing out of it. We have to replace what we have taken one way or the other.
Yeah.
And that's how it has been working, honestly, because I've done that before.
Okay.
But we had to put it back. And once I tell my husband, Mr. Angorok, like, I took this from the business, he takes it more seriously. Oh my God. Yeah, so that's what we do.
That's amazing. And a shout out to spouses to just remember to keep supporting the business. It means if we borrow from the business, we have to pay it back.
Yeah, and that is also important, the support, because that can only come in with someone who supports you.
Yeah.
He will show up everywhere
He wants you to grow.
Be. He will drive you to all those different meetings that you're having to make sure that everything makes sense. He sets up my Zoom classes for Santana.
Come on.
Now. He will set up those classes because my joy, my success is important to him. And that success is literally within Maniset succeeding.
Yeah.
And he plays his role in that. So it's very important for him that it's able to thrive. Otherwise, I'm going to be asking for money to buy camera equipment. So that's what we do. We talk about it and
I
his
like
support.
That. I like that. It's very important when your spouse is in your corner and actually rooting for you, and he's not the one saying, this business, you've been next to it for so long, when is it going to start adding us money? That's amazing. I want you to look into the camera and speak to an entrepreneur. You're going to speak to three facets of entrepreneurs. One who has been in business for a long time, but they're probably frustrated. Maybe it hasn't paid back what they expected. You're going to speak to one who has just started their business and to one who is scared of starting business.
Yeah. I would say if you've been in business for a while and it's not working out, first go back to the drawing board. First stop. Sit down with yourself and have an honest conversation about yourself and your business. Are you still willing to do this business? Is this still exciting for you? Is it your passion? Then assess it. What is failing? Literally, you're going to have an analysis from the onset. How are you handling your finances? Because one of the things that causes frustration in business is not earning. The whole point of doing business is to earn money. If you're not, what are you doing wrong? Have you analyzed the market wrongly, or is it deeper? Is it within your finances? Are you paying high taxes and receiving nothing in return? Maybe it's a high time for you to be VAT registered and ask for tax refunds. I would say find ways of leveraging the different resources that you have available to yourself to get back your money. I would also say first relax, breathe in, and get started.
Yeah.
Look for the support that you need, get the education that you need. No man is an island. We have been doing business alone and there's more than enough money for everyone. So sit down, get the support that you need, get the education that you need so that your business can succeed. Then for the person that is just starting out, my advice, I would say take your time. Don't run to register for things that you might fail to keep up with.
Yeah.
Do not make mistakes in your registration, especially when you decide to officialize your business and put in a team. And then you start registering for taxes you don't even pay as you earn, withholding tax, VAT. Don't do that to yourself. Get, again, knowledge is important. But also, from the beginning, open a bank account for your business. Have that much respect. It shouldn't be your salary account. It shouldn't be the account that you've been using. Give your business a first start and give her a chance. Give your baby a chance to grow.
Yeah.
Right? Do not cut the nutrition before it's even time to chew food. Yeah? So don't do that. Then the other person that is you want to start your business and you're afraid for some reason, I would say this: the longer you take, the more disappointed you'll be with yourself and the more unfulfilled you have the dream you want to do, just do it. We have all failed in public. I am telling you, my Instagram is empty for a reason. I have started and failed businesses, and I boldly showed up again. And I used to be afraid. And if it means that much to you, just be prepared, because I know when you're prepared with information and you're ready with a good mindset, you know where to get your supplies from, or you know who your target market is, refine your idea and get started. There's more than enough money for everyone. One of the biggest fears for people starting out is, how will they see me? Those people that you're worried about might not be your target market. Just figure out who you're meant for, because not everyone is going to buy from you.
Yeah.
But look at who you belong to and who belongs to you, and speak to that person. Resolve that issue, resolve their problem, and you will have no problem in business. That's what I would say. Be bold. Be brave, be courageous. That's your choice. Yeah. But yes.
Thank you, Hauda, for sharing both the business wisdom and the tax clarity that we all needed.
Wow.
I'm sure this video has blessed many, and if it has blessed you, please share it with a business owner, someone who wants to start a business, and let us help people build businesses that last for generations. And I know that, first of all, this felt like a free masterclass.
Oh, wow.
So your payment should be to subscribe to this channel and to share this video. Thank you, Hauda. I'm going to share the details of how you can reach Hauda. And I pray that God will bless you and the work that you are doing. I can't wait to see you transforming financial literacy in Uganda, especially for our children.
Now that I've talked about it, I have to do it.
God is like,
I have her.
Now you have a video that will never leave YouTube.
Thank you so much, Daisy, for the opportunity. It's always an amazing time when we link up, and I'm very blessed. And I hope that this video blesses someone the way your channel has blessed countless people, myself included. And I'm really excited to see.
Amen. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you next Friday. Remember, I am always rooting for you.